Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a powerful mindset, the idea of being silent and acting as if nothing bothers you. In a world filled with noise and distractions, it's easy to let external circumstances dictate our emotions. But what if we chose a different path? What if we decided to remain calm in the face of adversity? Emotional resilience is the foundation of a strong character, and it's crucial in navigating life's challenges. When faced with adversity, our initial reactions can often be driven by fear, anger, or frustration. However, cultivating emotional resilience allows us to step back and respond rather than react. This means understanding that while we may not have control over external circumstances, we do have control over how we choose to perceive and respond to them. Imagine a situation where someone criticizes you or tries to provoke a negative reaction. Instead of immediately lashing out or feeling hurt, emotional resilience empowers you to pause and take a deep breath. In that moment of silence, you create space for reflection. You can ask yourself questions like, what is really bothering me about this? Or why does their opinion hold so much weight? This self-inquiry helps to clarify your feelings and motivations. Moreover, resilience allows us to reframe our perspective on challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, we can view them as opportunities for growth. Each difficult moment becomes a lesson that strengthens our emotional fortitude. When we adopt this mindset, we begin to understand that setbacks are a natural part of life and do not define our worth or potential. Additionally, the practice of being silent and acting as if nothing bothers you fosters a sense of confidence. When you remain composed, you project an aura of strength. Others may see you as unshakable, which can, in turn, bolster your own self-belief. This confidence creates a ripple effect. As you navigate your emotions with grace, you inspire those around you to cultivate their own resilience. Furthermore, emotional resilience is intertwined with self-care. Taking time to process your emotions and engage in practices that nurture your mental health, such as meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, strengthens your ability to stay calm. This ongoing commitment to self-awareness and self-compassion makes it easier to remain unbothered when life gets tough. The power of non-reactivity is a transformative tool that can significantly alter how we experience and engage with the world. In our fast-paced, often chaotic lives, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of immediate reactions, whether out of anger, fear, or frustration. Yet, by practicing non-reactivity, we open ourselves to a more mindful and intentional way of living. When we encounter situations that provoke us, our instinct may be to respond immediately. This can lead to hasty decisions or hurtful words that we might later regret. Non-reactivity encourages us to pause. By taking a moment to breathe and reflect before responding, we create a buffer between stimulus and reaction. This pause allows us to assess the situation more objectively, helping us distinguish between what truly deserves our attention and what is simply noise. Moreover, non-reactivity fosters emotional clarity. In the heat of the moment, emotions can cloud our judgment. By practicing silence and taking a step back, we gain the clarity needed to evaluate our feelings and motivations. This self-awareness not only helps us respond more thoughtfully, but also equips us to identify underlying patterns in our emotional responses. For example, if we find ourselves frequently reacting to a particular trigger, we can explore why that trigger affects us and how we might address it in a healthier way. Additionally, embracing non-reactivity enhances our relationships. When we choose not to react defensively or aggressively, we create space for more constructive conversations. This doesn't mean we suppress our feelings, rather, we communicate them in a way that promotes understanding and connection. For instance, when faced with criticism, instead of retaliating or becoming defensive, we might respond with curiosity. I appreciate your feedback. Can you help me understand your perspective better? This approach not only diffuses tension, but also opens the door for meaningful dialogue. Furthermore, non-reactivity builds our inner strength. Each time we choose to remain calm, we reinforce our ability to manage stress and adversity. This consistent practice creates a habit of equanimity, allowing us to approach life's challenges with a greater sense of stability. Over time, as we experience the positive outcomes of this practice, we become more confident in our ability to handle whatever comes our way. Importantly, non-reactivity is a skill that can be cultivated. Mindfulness practices such as meditation or yoga can enhance our ability to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. These practices teach us to sit with discomfort rather than react impulsively. As we become more accustomed to this mindset, we find that we can approach even the most challenging situations with a sense of calm and clarity. Inner peace is a precious state of being that many of us strive for in our chaotic lives. It serves as a sanctuary amidst the noise and turmoil of the world. When we act as if nothing bothers us, we cultivate this inner tranquility, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with a greater sense of calm and purpose. Achieving inner peace begins with recognizing that peace is not about the absence of conflict or difficulty, rather, it's about how we choose to respond to them. Life will always present us with hurdles, stressful situations, interpersonal conflicts, and unexpected changes. However, by maintaining a mindset of calmness and acceptance, we can create a buffer against external disturbances. This doesn't mean we ignore our feelings or problems. Instead, we learn to acknowledge them without letting them dictate our emotional state. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in fostering inner peace. When we practice mindfulness, we train our minds to focus on the present moment rather than being consumed by worries about the future or regrets from the past. This shift in focus allows us to experience life as it unfolds, fully engaging with each moment without the added weight of anxiety or distraction. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking a few moments to ground ourselves can help cultivate this mindful awareness. As we become more attuned to our thoughts and feelings, we find that we can observe them without judgment, which creates a sense of spaciousness within us. Furthermore, acting as if nothing bothers us is a conscious choice that reinforces our inner peace. This doesn't mean suppressing our emotions, rather. It's about not allowing external negativity to disturb our emotional equilibrium. By choosing to respond with grace and composure, we protect our inner sanctuary. For instance, if faced with criticism or conflict, instead of reacting defensively, we can pause and respond thoughtfully. This allows us to maintain our peace while addressing the issue at hand in a constructive manner. Another crucial aspect of cultivating inner peace is self-compassion. We often hold ourselves to high standards, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy when we inevitably fall short. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create an environment that nurtures inner tranquility. This means recognizing our imperfections and embracing them as part of the human experience. When we give ourselves permission to be human, flawed, vulnerable, and evolving, we free ourselves from the relentless pursuit of perfection, allowing our inner peace to flourish. Additionally, creating a supportive environment contributes to our inner peace. Surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and inspire us can enhance our emotional well-being. Toxic relationships or negative influences can disrupt our sense of calm. By consciously choosing to engage with those who align with our values and foster positivity, we reinforce our commitment to maintaining inner peace. Moreover, practicing gratitude is another essential component. By regularly reflecting on what we are thankful for, we shift our focus from what's bothering us to what brings us joy. This simple yet profound practice cultivates a sense of abundance and contentment, further nurturing our inner tranquility. Setting boundaries is an essential aspect of maintaining our well-being, and it plays a crucial role in the practice of being silent and acting as if nothing bothers us. Boundaries allow us to define what is acceptable in our lives and protect our emotional space from external negativity and toxicity. When we establish clear boundaries, we take charge of our personal narratives and create an environment that fosters growth and peace. To start, understanding our own needs and values is the first step in setting effective boundaries. This requires introspection, taking the time to assess what behaviors or situations trigger discomfort or distress. Are there specific individuals whose actions consistently upset us? Do certain environments drain our energy? By identifying these triggers, we can articulate our boundaries more clearly. For example, if certain conversations lead to stress, we can choose to limit or redirect those discussions. Communicating our boundaries is vital, but it often requires courage. Many of us fear confrontation or worry about how others will react. However, establishing boundaries is not about being rigid or unyielding, it's about asserting our right to emotional safety. When we communicate our limits with kindness and clarity, we model healthy behavior for others. For instance, if a colleague frequently interrupts us during meetings, we might say, "I'd appreciate it if we could all take turns sharing our thoughts." This approach not only asserts our boundary, but encourages respectful dialogue. Moreover, setting boundaries often involves saying no, which can be challenging for many. However, saying no is a powerful act of self-care. It allows us to prioritize our time and energy for what truly matters to us. When we learn to say no to demands that drain us or pull us away from our goals, we create space for activities and relationships that nourish our souls. By practicing this skill, we can cultivate a sense of empowerment and confidence in our choices. Another key element of boundaries is understanding that they can evolve. As we grow and change, so too may our boundaries. What felt acceptable in one phase of life may no longer serve us in another. It's important to remain flexible and reassess our boundaries regularly. This process fosters self-awareness and adaptability, ensuring that our limits reflect our current needs and desires. Additionally, boundaries can be protective but should not be seen as walls that isolate us. Instead, they can be viewed as bridges that connect us to healthier relationships. When we establish clear boundaries, we create an atmosphere of respect and understanding. This not only enhances our relationships but also encourages those around us to set their own boundaries, fostering a culture of mutual respect. Embracing stillness is a powerful practice that can significantly enhance our emotional well-being and overall quality of life. In a world filled with constant distractions and noise, taking the time to cultivate moments of quiet can be transformative. When we act as if nothing bothers us, we create space for stillness, allowing ourselves to connect with our inner selves and gain clarity. Incorporating stillness into our daily lives begins with intentionality. It can be as simple as setting aside a few moments each day to pause and breathe. This practice of mindfulness allows us to step back from the busyness around us and check in with our thoughts and feelings. During these moments, we can observe our emotions without judgment, giving ourselves permission to simply be. This practice fosters a sense of presence, helping us become more aware of our reactions and enabling us to choose how to respond. Moreover, stillness can serve as a powerful antidote to stress. In our fast-paced lives, stress often accumulates, leading to anxiety and overwhelm. By intentionally embracing stillness, we give ourselves the opportunity to decompress. Whether it's through meditation, nature walks, or quiet reflection, these moments of solitude allow us to reset and recharge. Engaging in activities that promote stillness helps lower our heart rates and reduce cortisol levels, leading to a calmer state of mind. Additionally, stillness can enhance our creativity and problem-solving abilities. When we quiet our minds, we create an environment for inspiration to flow. Many great ideas and solutions come during moments of reflection and silence. By stepping away from the noise, we allow our subconscious to process information, leading to fresh insights and perspectives. This can be particularly beneficial when we're faced with challenges or decisions, as stillness can provide the clarity needed to move forward confidently. Another important aspect of embracing stillness is fostering gratitude. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to overlook the small joys and blessings around us. Stillness provides the space to reflect on what we appreciate in our lives. This practice can be as simple as taking a moment each day to acknowledge what brings us joy, be it a warm cup of tea, a kind interaction, or the beauty of nature. Cultivating gratitude in stillness not only enhances our mood, but also shifts our focus away from negativity, reinforcing the idea that we can choose how we perceive our circumstances. Finally, embracing stillness strengthens our connection to ourselves. In a culture that often prioritizes busyness and productivity, carving out time for stillness reminds us of our intrinsic worth beyond our achievements. It allows us to reconnect with our values, dreams, and aspirations. This self-awareness nurtures our authenticity, helping us align our actions with our true selves. Embracing vulnerability is a profound yet often misunderstood aspect of emotional strength and resilience. When we act as if nothing bothers us, we sometimes equate that with being invulnerable or unaffected by the challenges we face. However, true strength lies in recognizing and embracing our vulnerabilities. This practice allows us to connect with ourselves and others on a deeper level, fostering authenticity and empathy. At its core, vulnerability involves acknowledging our feelings, fears, and uncertainties. Instead of hiding behind a facade of invincibility, we choose to be honest about what we're experiencing. This honesty is not a sign of weakness, rather, it is an act of courage. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, we break down the walls that separate us from others, inviting deeper connections and understanding. For example, sharing our struggles with trusted friends or loved ones can lead to meaningful conversations and support, reminding us that we are not alone in our challenges. Additionally, embracing vulnerability encourages self-compassion. When we acknowledge our imperfections and accept our emotional experiences, we cultivate a kinder relationship with ourselves. This self-acceptance allows us to approach our flaws with understanding rather than judgment. When we recognize that everyone has moments of vulnerability, we can extend that compassion to ourselves, fostering a nurturing environment for growth and healing. Moreover, vulnerability can enhance our resilience. By confronting our fears and insecurities, we develop a greater understanding of ourselves and our coping mechanisms. Each time we allow ourselves to feel and express vulnerability, we build emotional resilience. We learn that it's okay to ask for help, to seek support, or to take a step back when needed. This self-awareness enables us to navigate challenges with a greater sense of grace and adaptability. Another important aspect of embracing vulnerability is its role in fostering authentic relationships. When we allow ourselves to be seen in our true, imperfect selves, we create space for others to do the same. This authenticity deepens our connections and encourages a culture of openness and trust. In relationships where vulnerability is welcome, individuals feel safe to express their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. This not only strengthens the bond, but also nurtures a supportive environment where growth can flourish. Additionally, vulnerability can be a source of empowerment. It reminds us that our feelings are valid and that it's okay to express them. By owning our vulnerabilities, we reclaim our narrative. Instead of being defined by our struggles, we learn to see them as part of our journey, enriching our experiences and contributing to our personal growth. This shift in perspective allows us to view vulnerability as a strength rather than a limitation. Fostering authentic relationships is essential for emotional well-being and personal growth. When we act as if nothing bothers us, we often miss opportunities to connect deeply with others. Authentic relationships are built on trust, openness, and mutual respect, and they provide a vital support system in navigating life's challenges. To begin fostering authentic relationships, we must first practice self-disclosure. This involves sharing our thoughts, feelings, and experiences with others in a genuine manner. By opening up about our vulnerabilities and struggles, we invite others to do the same. This creates a safe space where both parties can express themselves freely. For instance, sharing a personal story of overcoming a challenge can resonate with others, encouraging them to share their own experiences. This mutual exchange deepens connections and fosters empathy, allowing relationships to flourish. Active listening is another crucial component of building authentic relationships. When we engage in conversations, it's essential to fully focus on the speaker without distractions. This means putting away our devices and being present in the moment. By truly listening, we demonstrate that we value the other person's thoughts and feelings. This practice not only strengthens our connections, but also encourages open dialogue. People are more likely to share openly when they feel heard and understood. Additionally, authenticity in relationships requires mutual respect and boundaries. It's essential to honor each other's feelings and perspectives, even when they differ from our own. This respect creates an environment where individuals feel safe to express themselves without fear of judgment. Establishing clear boundaries is equally important. It allows each person to maintain their emotional well-being while fostering a healthy dynamic. When both parties feel respected, the relationship can thrive. Moreover, fostering authenticity involves vulnerability, as discussed earlier. Being open about our emotions and experiences helps dismantle the walls that often keep us isolated. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we encourage others to show their true selves as well. This shared vulnerability creates a deeper sense of connection and understanding, enriching the relationship. Another vital aspect is the practice of gratitude and appreciation. Regularly expressing gratitude for the people in our lives reinforces the bonds we share. A simple thank you or a heartfelt compliment can go a long way in making others feel valued and appreciated. Acknowledging the contributions and presence of those we care about fosters a positive atmosphere that nurtures authenticity. Additionally, cultivating shared experiences is crucial for strengthening authentic relationships. Whether it's through shared hobbies, interests, or meaningful conversations, these experiences create lasting memories and a sense of togetherness. Engaging in activities that both parties enjoy fosters connection and provides opportunities for deeper interaction. Empowering others is a vital aspect of creating a positive and supportive environment, and it significantly enhances our own emotional well-being. When we act as if nothing bothers us, we can inspire those around us to adopt a similar mindset, creating a ripple effect of resilience and strength. Empowerment isn't just about lifting others up, it's about fostering a culture of mutual support, encouragement, and growth. One way to empower others is through active encouragement. When we recognize the strengths and potential in those around us, expressing our belief in their abilities can be transformative. A simple compliment or acknowledgement of someone's efforts can motivate them to pursue their goals with greater confidence. For example, if a colleague is hesitant to take on a challenging project, affirming their skills and encouraging them to embrace the opportunity can instill a sense of belief in their capabilities. This supportive environment fosters personal and professional growth, enabling individuals to step outside their comfort zones. Additionally, sharing our experiences and insights can empower others to navigate their challenges. When we openly discuss our own struggles and how we've overcome them, we provide relatable examples that can inspire those facing similar situations. This practice normalizes vulnerability and reinforces the idea that challenges are a part of the journey. By being transparent about our own paths, we can encourage others to seek solutions and explore their strengths, ultimately empowering them to tackle their own obstacles. Creating opportunities for collaboration is another powerful way to empower others. When we invite others to participate in projects or initiatives, we not only acknowledge their skills but also provide a platform for them to shine. Collaboration fosters a sense of belonging and reinforces the idea that everyone's contributions are valuable. This inclusive approach can lead to innovative solutions and a greater sense of ownership over the outcomes, boosting morale and motivation among team members. Moreover, practicing active listening plays a crucial role in empowerment. When we truly listen to others, we validate their feelings and experiences. This practice shows that we respect their perspectives and are open to understanding their needs. By creating an environment where individuals feel heard, we empower them to express themselves and advocate for their ideas. This not only enhances their confidence, but also fosters a culture of open communication and collaboration. Encouraging self-reflection is another key aspect of empowerment. By prompting others to think critically about their goals and aspirations, we help them gain clarity on their own paths. Questions like, what do you truly want to achieve? Or what steps can you take to get there can facilitate self-discovery and motivate individuals to take action. This process encourages personal accountability and empowers individuals to take ownership of their journeys. Living intentionally is a cornerstone of emotional resilience and personal fulfillment. When we act as if nothing bothers us, we cultivate a mindset that allows us to navigate life's challenges with purpose and clarity. Intentional living means making conscious choices aligned with our values, goals, and aspirations, leading to a more authentic and meaningful life. To begin living intentionally, it's essential to clarify our values. Understanding what truly matters to us, whether it's family, career, health, or creativity, provides a guiding framework for our decisions. When we have a clear sense of our priorities, we can evaluate opportunities and challenges through that lens. For example, if one of our core values is family, we might choose to prioritize family time over work commitments that could lead to stress or burnout. This alignment with our values fosters a sense of peace and purpose, allowing us to act with confidence. Setting specific goals is another key component of intentional living. By establishing both short-term and long-term goals, we create a roadmap for our lives. These goals serve as benchmarks for measuring our progress and making adjustments as needed. When we act with intention, we are more likely to stay focused on our objectives, which helps us resist distractions that can derail us. For instance, if our goal is to improve our physical health, we might intentionally schedule regular exercise and meal planning into our week, reinforcing our commitment to this objective. Additionally, cultivating mindfulness in our daily activities enhances our ability to live intentionally. Mindfulness encourages us to be present in the moment and fully engage with our experiences. This practice helps us avoid autopilot living, where we go through the motions without truly experiencing life. By being mindful, we can make deliberate choices that reflect our values and goals. For example, rather than mindlessly scrolling through social media, we might choose to engage in a meaningful conversation or pursue a hobby that brings us joy. Living intentionally also involves being aware of our emotions and reactions. When we practice self-awareness, we can identify what triggers our responses and how those responses align with our values. This awareness allows us to choose how to react to challenges or setbacks instead of reacting impulsively. For instance, if we feel overwhelmed by stress, we might intentionally choose to step back, take a few deep breaths, or seek support, rather than letting that stress dictate our behavior. Moreover, embracing gratitude is an essential aspect of intentional living. Regularly reflecting on what we are grateful for helps us maintain a positive outlook, even in challenging circumstances. This practice encourages us to focus on the abundance in our lives rather than what's lacking. By cultivating gratitude, we reinforce our commitment to intentional living, reminding ourselves of the blessings and opportunities that surround us. Practicing self-care is essential for maintaining emotional well-being and resilience. When we act as if nothing bothers us, we often overlook the importance of nurturing ourselves. Self-care encompasses a wide range of activities and practices that prioritize our physical, emotional, and mental health. By making self-care a priority, we build a solid foundation for navigating life's challenges with greater ease and strength. To start, self-care requires us to identify our individual needs and preferences. This involves taking the time to understand what rejuvenates us and brings us joy. For some, it may be physical activities like exercise or yoga. For others, it could involve creative pursuits such as painting or writing. By recognizing what feeds our spirit, we can intentionally incorporate these activities into our routines. For example, if we find that spending time in nature replenishes our energy, we might schedule regular hikes or walks in the park, creating a space for reflection and renewal. Moreover, establishing a consistent self-care routine is crucial. Just as we prioritize our work and responsibilities, we must also carve out time for self-care. This could mean setting aside moments each day for mindfulness practices, journaling, or simply enjoying a quiet cup of tea. Consistency helps reinforce the idea that our well-being is important and deserving of attention. By treating self-care as a non-negotiable part of our lives, we create a sustainable practice that supports our emotional resilience. Additionally, self-care includes setting boundaries to protect our emotional space. This means recognizing when we need to say no to commitments or limit interactions with draining individuals. By prioritizing our well-being, we empower ourselves to focus on what truly matters and create an environment that nurtures our mental health. For instance, if a social obligation feels overwhelming, allowing ourselves to decline can free up time for restorative activities that promote self-care. Another key aspect of self-care is the practice of self-compassion. Often we can be our harshest critics, leading to feelings of inadequacy and stress. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we cultivate a nurturing inner dialogue. This self-compassion helps us acknowledge our limitations and fosters a sense of acceptance. When we make mistakes or face challenges, we can remind ourselves that it's okay to be imperfect, reinforcing the idea that we are worthy of care and compassion. Furthermore, staying connected with others is an important element of self-care. Building and nurturing relationships with supportive friends and family provides a crucial support system. Sharing our thoughts and feelings with trusted individuals fosters connection and reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. This social support can significantly enhance our emotional resilience, allowing us to navigate challenges with a sense of community. Ultimately, practicing self-care is an ongoing commitment to prioritizing our well-being. It empowers us to take control of our lives and reinforces the idea that our needs matter. By identifying our individual preferences, establishing routines, setting boundaries, practicing self-compassion, and nurturing relationships, we create a holistic approach to self-care that enhances our emotional resilience. In a world that often demands so much from us, prioritizing self-care is not just a luxury, it's a vital practice that enables us to respond to life's challenges with grace and strength. By investing in ourselves, we cultivate the inner resources needed to thrive and empower those around us.